Hi guys, this isn't my usual content, but I've been having a rough day. Really rough time in general. I never really got into competitive Overwatch, but for those of you who have seen some of my content, I've talked about it a lot. I love Overwatch. I play a lot of it. I've gotten pretty social at it. I found some great people to play with. Um, but you know, even there are times when you might solo queue or you might be with friends and you have some bad experiences. Well, the reason why competitive is so hard, and I don't know how it is and above, because I've only ever played plat and gold. Um, I lost like 450 SR in my last placements. I had placed in at 2600 something, 601 maybe, last year, or last season, excuse me. My first ranking was gold, so the last season I placed lower than my first ranking, which was season 3, I think. So it was a rough time, and I was like, all right, something's going on. I'm not doing well. I played a lot of Moira in that, and I had to play some Mercy because I thought it's what we needed, and I can play Mercy, so I do it. And I tried to play some Diva, and I like to play other heroes, but a lot of the time there's really it's not something that's an option in comp, so whatever. But I enjoy Moira. Like, Moira is my favorite character to play. Take, for example, my last round. This guy, who, P.S., turned out to be really unpleasant to play with. We won, though. Probably because, the other team wasn't as coordinated. I don't know. But he was like, I'm a Moira main, so could you switch? And I said, fine, okay, I will play Mercy because I feel like I don't trust you, and I'd rather have some heavy heals. And I'm working on Anna, but I'm not too confident about it. So I played her. But this video is really about kind of the experiences I've had lately in competitive. I don't really have a lot of experiences in quick play or like arcade with my mic being on because I have only left it on fairly recently because there was just so much crap. Sometimes I have to turn it off or mute people in general, but so lately I've been encountering so much like shit. So many perverts and like people that have just like, even we didn't lose all those games. Please understand that even if somebody is harassing me, and I feel like I can't mute them because I need the commands along with the harassment, it's just bad. You get hit on and in gross ways and you say no, and then people, their friends in the group, will harass you. And I had that happen. And then I've had people, make fun of me for my rank or playing Mercy when we needed a Mercy, because that's just what I felt with the group would be easiest. Because a lot of the times I like to support. It's like my favorite thing to do. I enjoy it. But a lot of the times, like playing Moira when a Widow's up there and a Genji's running around, I'm just not going to be able to help them very much. So unless I'm feeling confident as Anna, I would play Mercy because I can switch around and it's just good. But I don't like playing Mercy. Fun fact. But I do it because I feel like I can do it, and I want to win. And that's kind of what comp is. Do I sound crazy? I don't know. But my last game, they knew that I was in there and I talk. And, I've been called dad because I like to talk and, ask how everybody's doing and try to make a good environment to play. And unfortunately, that's often a beacon for people like saying gross things about me. And it's horrible. And I am playing in gold. I'm 2-3 something. Look at my career. I'm 2-3-7-8, which is my career. I've won 30 games, played 10 hours. I didn't really play a ton this season or any other season, but you can see that I've switched a couple times. I love playing Sombra most, but I've only got to play 5 minutes, and we didn't even win. And I think that's why they were like, okay, we'll go Sombra and we'll see what we can do. And it was fun, but we lost. So I have only really got to play Moira and Mercy and a little bit of Diva, which really sucks, It sucks. And trust me, there were times when I wanted to play Moira because I feel like I'm a pretty good Moira. I'm working on it, but I feel like I'm an okay Moira and I can take the charge. But I wanted to talk about just in general how shitty it is to be anyone that can be at all distinguished, especially in voice chat, or I got made fun of because I'm gold and I have a silver portrait. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm trying to get better. And I actually felt so bad after some guy was making fun of me, and he was with a girl actually, and she was like, "Oh, he's kidding, he's trolling." And I said, no, he's being a troll. You're right, and that's actually not okay, because the second I walked into the match, he started saying how sad it was and I shouldn't play if I'm this bad. And I'm like, wow. And I'm not like, I don't have thick skin. That's why the gamer community has always been rough for me, because I want to have fun and I want to do good and I want to have a fun time, you know? I don't want to make fun of somebody, you know? And if something's not working and I know they're not going to change, I can suggest it. Like, I can be like, hey guys, I think a second healer would really help. I had this guy in my group who's like, I have 8 loss. I've lost 8 in a row. And I said to him, have you taken a break? You know, that can really help. I've had that problem. And he was like, yeah, I took a couple minutes. And I'm like, I'm like, dude, take a day, relax. And then he was healer initially and switched off, and he kept switching. And I was like, how do you expect to win? This is why you're on a loss streak, because you're not switching. I'm like, it's just so frustrating in general to be a player who really cares and wants to have a good time and wants to work together. I just don't understand what it is. I don't know. Should I be playing it? That's the advice I want. I guess if I don't have thick skin, can the only times I play be when I'm grouped up with at least 1 to 2 people? I don't know. I know that it sounds dumb to a lot of people, but like, I just think there are things I deal with that maybe the average perceived male gamer in a game doesn't deal with. Not meaning that they aren't, that they are actually male, but it might be that they don't talk or whatever. Who knows? I hate it, and I wish gaming in general was something that felt less on edge, because I just spend a whole game on edge lately, wondering when someone's going to say something or ask me to make them chocolate. Like, somebody asked me to make them a candy bar. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? I know my name is Sugar Witch, but like, being asked to make sandwiches and stuff, and I'm just like, it just gets to the point where it's like, how do I engage in this as somebody who has mental illness and who has self-esteem issues, but who really wants to play and likes the competitive and feel of actually playing a game, but doesn't like people like calling you out for reasons that have nothing to do with the actual game. You know, I'm very, if somebody's like, can we get a tank? Can you play this? Can I play this? I'm always like, yeah, sure. I will try. I will play Reinhardt, even though I'm a bad Reinhardt, because we need a shield and I can hold a shield. And I won't play the character I really love because it's not what we need, you know? But it just sucks, you know? I think my first season ever, season 3, I didn't play a ton. This was my season high. So I had a pretty good season high. That might have been where I actually placed. I played a lot of Lucio, Mercy, Simi, Mei. Oh my god, the Mei. I mostly was there for Lucio, to be honest with you, because I really loved Lucio when I first started playing. I still do, but he's had some changes. So I don't know. I guess I'm mostly... And let me point out that a lot of the time when I've had... Well, half of the time, when I've had these bad experiences in voice chat with people acting like that, especially, like, being gross, some of the time... There are guys who are in chat, I assume they're guys, I don't know, but they have masculine voices, who will be, you know, wowed, and they will mute the person, and they will understand that that's unacceptable, and, or tell them not to, or like, alright, just ignore that, it's fine, you know. And I appreciate that, because it's not easy to do. It seems easier on people not to say anything, or to just like agree with it, or add in themselves. Because the last game I played, even though we won, they knew I was there, and it's like not a big deal, but they were discussing what kind of porn they liked, lesbian porn, and I was just sitting here as a lesbian like, I feel so fetishized and ill, and they were talking about hentai, and I was like, I just wish I can't report y'all, there's nothing to report for that. I just wished that I didn't have to play with people like that. I really wish I didn't, because it puts me in such a shitty place. Like, it makes me feel terrible. And not just that, like, that's not the worst thing I've ever heard, but it's just hard. I don't know. It's like, I just wish I could play with all women. I know And like I've encountered women who don't fucking say shit because they're scared and or aren't very nice themselves, but I just feel like I'm less likely to be treated like that with women. So I've been playing with a lot of women and I love them and they're amazing players, usually better than me. But I just feel like this is a huge reason a lot of people that happen to be female are struggling, especially in the Overwatch community. I don't have experience in anything other than Warcraft, but it's so unpleasant, guys, and it makes me feel so dirty, and I just hate it, you know. And what do? Do I leave voice chat? Like, I can't do that. I need to be able to hear the team, even the horrible people, and that's what really sucks. And there's nothing to do about people making me severely uncomfortable and feel unsafe in a game, you know? But, I don't know. So maybe if anyone has any advice on how they've gotten over kind of harassment they've experienced or like learned to cope with it or something they told themselves, like an affirmation, I don't know. Or if maybe after I get my first golden gun, which is all like, no, I'm not only playing for the golden gun because it's been seasons and I knew I was never probably going to get one. But now after Capture the Flag is over, I'll have probably enough after I complete a good bit of matches, because yeah, but it's not just about that, but I think after I get my golden gun I might just not even do placements and just call it a day, you know. I don't know, I just wish there were friendlier communities, and that's more of a world thing as well, isn't it? But I just kind of wanted to vent about it because I feel like complaining to my friends who don't play doesn't really help, but it just doesn't feel good. And the problem is I really love playing. I love playing. I love being a team. But I absolutely cannot stand the way it makes me feel when people are being really difficult to play with or harassing people or me, or and it just really sucks. And like I report people all the time. You know, there's a lot of times where I'm like, is that reportable? But I tend to report only for like the most like, you know, which happens more than you think. But I really haven't, I've only gotten one notification of something actually happening due to that. But I don't know. I'm in a weird place. So I myself am taking a break. And I don't know. It's hard, man. It's hard. And if you are a woman who plays Overwatch, or anybody who might have a different sounding voice, you know, maybe you sound super young and you could harass for that. I don't know. I'm in your boat. You know, really, it blows. This is probably really boring, but like I said, I needed to rant because it's something, I love this game. I love it so much. It's genuinely my favorite game. And it's not been a good experience when I've, you know, you can't just leave competitive, and I wouldn't leave competitive. So it's a whole different thing when you're stuck with people for possibly 20 something minutes. Who knows? You hope not. Luckily, that one match with the people was over very quickly. And we won, so it wasn't a lose. It's just, when you're a bit of a sensitive baby, it is difficult to be a gamer. It is. Because you just want more control than you got. Anyway, thanks for listening. And if you don't play Overwatch and you're like, what? It's a great game, and I don't put it down. But I think when you add voice chat, I mean, it's not like I haven't seen stuff in text, but you can always mute that person, but it's different when you're wanting to be competitive and you're wanting to win and make it work. And a lot of times I try to diffuse situations, and sometimes it doesn't even matter. But I do feel bad. I do feel bad after playing a good bit of comp, because it's, even if you're winning, like, it still can be really rough to have to be around some people for a full game, which is stupid, but it can leave you pretty annoyed and feeling like let down that you have to play with these people if you want to play fun competitive games. But that's life. I promise I won't make many more of these videos, but I just wanted to talk about it and vent and maybe get some advice on how to, because I know that, like, when people say that stuff, like, they're just some idiot on the other end of a computer saying what they want to say. Maybe they're having a bad day. Doesn't excuse it, though, but, like, I'm just trying to find a way to thicken my own hide in respect to that, even though I kind of wish I didn't have to, because, you know, I'm there for fun. If I didn't want to have fun, I would not be there, and a lot of the times it isn't fun, and that sucks. Thanks for listening to my ramblings. Bye.